Welcome to English classes with Dr. Rajiv. In this series of lecture, I will discuss use the right word. English is a very rich language. It has got millions of words. So in those millions of words, a lot of words are similar to each other. They are actually synonyms. But even though they are synonyms, some differences are there. And this is our prime duty to find out what differences are there, and we have to use the right word at the right place. So this series of lecture will be helpful not only for those who want to use the correct word at the correct place, but it's useful for those students also who are preparing for competitive exams, because in competitive exams you will get uh, vocabulary section. In that vocabulary section you have to find out the right word at the right place. All right, so in this series the first set of words I'm going to start with is the words abstain, forbear and refrain. Abstain, forbear and refrain. These words are similar to each other. They are synonyms, but some differences are there. So what those differences are there, this we shall find out in this one. So abstain means what? Abstain means to withhold an action or self-indulgence. You want to stop yourself from doing something, or for self-indulgence also, if you want to stop yourself, then that is abstain. So you can say that uh, he abstained from drinking, or he abstained from smoking. That is self-indulgence, stopping oneself from doing some action. So this is abstaining. Or to withhold an action. India also, you can say India uh, abstained from voting. All right, so it didn't vote. So withhold an action, that is abstaining. Refrain means to withhold an action temporarily, for a temporary period if you want to stop yourself. uh, so that is refraining. So withhold an action temporarily, you are checking momentary desires. And forbear means if you want to exercise self-control, all right, to show that you have patience or you want to do some charity, in that case that is forbear. So these are the differences. To withhold an action or self-indulgence, for abstaining. Refrain means to withhold an action temporarily or checking momentary desires. And for forbear means to exercise self-control, often out of motives of patience or charity. Now let us see them one by one. So abstain. Abstain, to withhold oneself from an action or self-indulgence. So there are 6 votes in favor, 2 against and 2 abstaining. All right, they didn't participate in voting also. So you might have heard that sometimes India also abstains from voting in United Nations. So India abstained from voting. So that is what it means, that it doesn't exercise its power to withhold oneself from action. All right, or he abstained from drinking, he abstained from smoking. These things you might have heard. So this is abstain. After abstain, the second one is refrain. Now refrain means withhold an action temporary. All right, it's not going to be a permanent one. Temporary withholding one action, or you check your momentary desires. So she refrained from having dessert. All right, the momentary desire she has stopped. She checked it. Or she refrained from scolding her child until her neighbors left. So she just stopped scolding her child till her neighbors were there. So as soon as the neighbors left, she started scolding her child. Alright, so refrain. So stopping oneself temporarily for a short period. That is what refrain is. Or stopping oneself from momentary desires also. This is what refrain is. And forbear is to exercise self-control. And this exercising self-control for what? For motives of patience. To show that you have patience or you want to show some charity also. In that case, you use forbear. The teacher forbore to report John's misbehavior to his parents. Or he forbore his friend's failings. So these are the differences between uh, abstain, refrain, and forbear. So once again, you see the difference. Uh, so abstain is to withhold an action, or self-indulgence. Refrain is to withhold an action temporarily or checking momentary desires, and forbear means to exercise self-control, often out of motives of patience or charity. So I think now from this time onwards, you will use the right word, abstain, refrain, and forbear at the right place. Thank you once again. Thank you.